Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Epic Game Time! I know it's been a little while since I've done one of these, and the last one I did was my first one of these, so great start. But I do intend to try and get these more regularly, weekly if I can. And this week's free games, or one of a set of 3 games, you've got Hitman and the Shadowrun Collection. And now I've decided to give the Shadowrun Collection a try, and for my half an hour's worth of gameplay I'm going to be doing the first of the Shadowrun games in this collection, which is Shadowrun Returns. I've never played any of the Shadowrun PC games. I've only ever played the tabletop RPG, which I enjoyed, and I really enjoyed the aesthetics of this world, so I'm hoping that comes through in the PC version of the game. It reminded me of sort of a Blade Runner-esque world with fantasy races. It was very cool. So let's spin this up. Okay, I'm going to go through with normal. Vanilla as they come me. Normal all the way. I'm going to pick male today. Sometimes choose females, but it just depends on how the mood takes me on a given day. Now what am I going to play? I'm going to play an orc because I'm playing a half-orc in my current roleplay games, my D&D sessions. And orcs get a +1 to body and the stats that you see on screen, or maximum stats that you see on screen. The fastest breeding of the races, and are now second only to humans in world population. Their size leads to an intimidating silhouette and a body that can take more physical damage than the average. Orcs have pointed ears and intimidating teeth or tusks. Yep, sounds about right orky-wise. Now, archetype, we have Street Samurai, which just sounds cool. Mage, I typically do pick mages, but Street Samurai is kind of pulling me towards it. These other ones don't have anywhere near that cool sound as Street Samurai. So, the Street Samurai is a freelance operative who follows a code of street honor. They learned in the ways of the traditional They are learned in the ways of the traditional samurai warrior and in practice of modern combat. Samurai sell their skill for profit and work to take on the dishonorable scum that seem to breed in the urban sprawl. They have key attributes as body and strength, or quickness, which sounds like a good set for orcs. And key skills is close or ranged combat, or both. Throwing weapons and dodge. Okay, this looks to be my little dude. Got some presets here. Oh, a suave looking orc there. These don't seem to do anything at all. So yeah, let's just go with that one. I don't seem to be able to... Oh, I can custom that. There we go. Okay, wow then. Can I make his skin green is the real question. Okay, no, you cannot get green orcs in this one. I would like the beard to be at least a similar colour to the hair. There we go. This is a key part of any game of this ilk is character creation. And you probably easily spend half an hour just on that, but let's go with that. That's very beardy. Okay, continue the stats. Okay, spend the karma. Karma represents the experience characters earn while running the shadows and achieving goals. Karma is used to improve attributes and skills. An attribute or skill rating can be increased by spending karma equal to the next increment of that rating. Thus, improving your body from 4 to 5 requires you to spend 5 karma points. You have some karma available now to customize your character. Wow, this is a super thrilling part of the gameplay for you all. Well, my key attributes were body and I think it said quickness. And it's possible that it's put these two to the top because of that, which would be a nice touch. So I've got available 5 karma points. So let's throw 1 into quickness, which uses up 4 because, as it stated, it's the cost of the next one you want to go up to. And that lets me take something in these. So let's go with pistol. Done. Done. And I'm going to name my character Rezal, of course. I think suits this world quite well because it's laser backwards. If none of you had figured that out yet. Down and out. Your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now, it's about all you've got left. Running the shadows is all about feast or famine. One day, you're Nova hot working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, yeah. This one's a famine for the ages. Slagging fixture hasn't called, the money's run out, and some, and then some. Sinless and free to staff in the cracks of society run by megacorps who just want your million. Something needs to change, and soon. But basically I'm down and out. I'm in this crummy apartment that, honestly, the space is decent, it just needs a clean. Better furniture maybe. A slip of paper with your bank balance, enough to cover you through the end of the week. Your notebook, calendar, contracts, and that kind of thing. Your contacts. The list is sad, dried up. Okay. The list goes on. All are either dead ends, just plain dead. What's my calendar like? It's empty. Nothing to do. Put down my notebook. Yes. Oh, I've got a fidphone. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey buddy, hope I didn't catch you at a bad time, he giggles. He's drunk again, or worse. I shouldn't have given you my com code, gunk. Oh, don't bother with your side of the conversation, I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeks me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. Oh my. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business. Like you, for example. So, why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and you're living high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners and some of us are me. Hey, you remember that Renraku run when things went to hell and we lost out? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterwards? I really had you back that night, didn't I? Dowd, that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. "3 years ago, a makeshift bar on the Seattle docks. The night Dowd went down." Okay, got some conversations. New Larry and Sangoma. I think Sangoma's a girl. Sangoma is an urban shaman who proved her worth during a run against Fushi last fall. She's the quiet type and experienced runner. We're out in the open here, Rezal. Let's have a look. Late for another appointment, Sangoma? Sarcasm doesn't suit you. Let's wait number 5. Okay, let's speak with new Larry. Wonder what happened to old Larry. You've been running with new Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd. Never saw somebody die like that before. Idiot. He shakes his head. I hate this fragging city, Rezal. It's wet and the rain feels like acid. I want out of here. We wait for the money. Yeah, sure, of course. I'll wait all night if I have to. I don't know, Rezal. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far. He needs watching. He shakes his head. That run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixture is late. Smell funny to you? Hell yeah, it smells funny. Look at where he set the meeting. This was supposed to be a public place. Cut to Drek, Sam. We both know why Dowd went down. And it wasn't a fixer. Or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. Sam smiles a toothy smile. I've been waiting for this all night. New Larry has something he wants to say. Don't you, Larry? Go ahead. Spill it. You're sloppy. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking. That true, Sam? Did you miss a beat back there? No, Rezal, I didn't miss a beat. I was on my game the whole time. Remember, I was on point. Knew Larry was supposed to cover Dowd. Something dawns on him. He leans into New Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up, and he knows it, don't you, Larry? What was the call you made before we hit Renraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you fling lightning bolts, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. New Larry checks his wants, licks his lips, looks over your shoulder at the darkness. He's looking for somebody, and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out. Hands where I can see them, asshole. He stops, and a smile slowly appears on his face. What? You gonna take my gun away, Rezal? You know I don't need one. We've got incoming. New Larry relaxes and throws you a Drek-eating grin. Looks like my new Renraku friends are finally here. They're gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. We should choose our friends more carefully, Rezal. At least we have each other. You'll miss me when I'm gone. Okay. Looks like it's turn-based. So New Larry's my first target then. You're now in turn-based combat mode. Each character on your team has an action pool. Spend these actions on movement attacks or using spells and items. Once your team's turn is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Additional tutorial information is available from the reference guide, which can be accessed in the upper right corner of your PDA. Cool. Right, so it looks like it takes the form of traditional RPG in terms of turn basing. So I got a gun. I want to use it on this guy. Yeah, 24 damage. That's right. Bye, New Larry. He had it coming. Yep, always focus your fire. Ah, there's more. I was going to say that seemed easier than. I mean, I know it's my first shootout, but okay, that guy looks a bit. Oh, I missed. Maybe I need to move there. Do myself a bit better. I want to attack him with swords. I wonder if I can. So I'd run up and be like, Close combat! Maybe not. The terrain does grant cover, it seems. Oh my. Got another mage in our hands. That's not good. What? Okay, take it back about the, you know, whole easy first encounter thing. Okay, let's get into some loco. I'm gonna guess killing the shaman. Oh, not enough ammo. Reload to that. Okay. That's a cool mechanic. Yeah, he missed. That was from so far away through so many objects. That would have been less offensive. I'm going to try and take the Shaman and see if it takes out its demon-y friend at the same time. It does! Nice. I'm glad when things work out how you expect them to. Let's move up a little bit. I like how the pacing is, seems to be just about right. Hey, WASD moves to camera around. Nice. Okay, let's move you a bit closer to Rezal. Oh, it's not a lot of cover points, let's move there. This guy's a mage, so I don't want to be too exposed. Have any luck? Blow his head off. Woo! You okay, Sam? Sangoma lowers her gun and eyes Sam. Sam's breathing is heavy and he looks shaken. That was a hell of a thing. Part of the life, Sam. You know that. You're born for this gig, Rezal. Me, not so much. I think I'm gonna hang it up. Find a nice brothel somewhere. Stay drunk until I croak. What about you? Me? I do this. It's the only life I know. Well, you're a dumbass, and I'll drink you when you're dead. Ah, who am I kidding? I'm not going to outlast you. Guess you can drink to me. Okay, you stare at Sam's face on your comlink. Shake off the memory. Focus. I had you back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I died? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man switch to send you this call. I got 100,000 million insurance policy payable when you find who creased me. Alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mergant and McCain, when the job is done. They'll know what to do. He turns to his left. Jet. Lawyer. The camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, Mergant and McCain has installed a secure dedicated phone line so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or devices. The camera swivels back to Sam. Sam straightens up, talks seriously. First time. Look, Rezal. I led a Drek life and I probably left a Drek corpse. I've hurt people. Hurt myself. I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked hair for a while. What do you say? I'll get to the bottom of this. Someone will pay. Hope you just said yes. I've got a locator chip slotted into my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. Rest in peace, Sam. See you in Seattle. The Dead Man Switch. Your plane hits the sea tarmac. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest wind obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting on the You're sitting in the cramped backseat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for Nguyen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watt's body ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. Camera's panned down a little bit there. Employees only beyond this point. I'm in the back. The smell of death and decomposition washes over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. That looks pleasant. Dresden. I wonder if he has some files for me. Hovering over the recently departed is a small drawer for whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job." A little more than you'd want or expect from someone in a chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. I apologize for this next accent I'm going to attempt. Sorry, I didn't expect any visitors at this hour, and some asshole at the corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me the franchise area's coroner too. And you are? Rezal. I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look at his murderer. He frowns. Interesting. A dead man makes for a strange client, but what makes you think he's here? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press hasn't caught wind of it yet. What makes it... What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens? So who told you he was dead? Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. A dead man switcher? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. Yeah. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. Not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our friend, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. Delicious. A trophy hunter. What was it? Watt's liver was cleanly cut out. How about the other lucky contestants? The
first victim's heart was missing, and the third had the spleen removed. Dresden, get out here!
Ah, another orky-looking gentleman.
I'm here about the new Ripper Vic, Sam Watts.
Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away.
So, this is Ripper Vic.
That was wrong entirely.
So, this Ripper Vic Watts. Name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? So you insisted at the time? Haha, come on. She offs herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic. Then he removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed.
That's going from bad Scottish to bad American.
With a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. Has a decent understanding of a human and a meta-human autonomy too. So, I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon. Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. But
I don't even know what accent I'm doing anymore.
These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could it be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado? You're no damn help, dwarf.
The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You take his superhuman powers of you note his superhuman powers of observation, which are apparently as good as mine. Who the hell are you?
I'm new in town. You the welcoming committee. If you're new in town, then let me be the first to tell you I run the show. If you get in my way, you'll end up back here on a slab.
He looks back at the dwarf.
Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion.
Pleasant guy.
Do you always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties too.
He cocks his head to one side.
Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Sam was there when I needed him. I'm going to return the favor. Fascinating again! Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 million a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. You have honor. After a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. Aren't you the official in that sentence? My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there are unnatural bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it.
But who's getting a message? Right, back to this.
Okay. Undertake. Who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but somebody with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of million, but individual organs not worth as much anymore. What with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days? Organ grinders only dill and the recently deceased. There's plenty of other crap chop shops that aren't as picky, though, and they don't care where the bodies come from either. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school. As do coroners, but neither professions use them much anymore. It's possible some of the similar chop shops still use scalpels. I suppose I wouldn't know where to look.
I think he's turned Irish, distressed him. I do Irish typically better than I do Scottish, so let's stick with what I'm doing, I think.
I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed?
Preston looks up at you intensely for a moment before speaking.
You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay then, I'll go do that.
That's half an hour already. Goodness me. I gotta say, that went fast. That went very fast. I did not expect, I'm actually having a lot of fun with this game. I might try and get some live streams out of it, because I just lost myself in that. I was having a lot of fun playing the characters. We've barely even touched this story. That's nuts. So, yeah, I would say for free. It looks old school, but it's got, it's really hard to describe the gameplay outside of what I've just shown you, because it's, it feels like I haven't done a lot yet. By that time, it's, I could easily get lost in this game playing it for hours, I think. It feels like it's got character, like the interactions and the choices it gives you. I think this is going to be a special game. So, yeah, I would 100% recommend this. I mean, it's free. It's on Epic right now. You get this and 2 of its sequels. You have nothing to lose except for probably hours of your life if this last half an hour is anything to go by. So, yeah, go grab it. Grab Hitman as well if you like where you're at it. I probably won't be doing a review on that one, but I will see you guys next time and hope you enjoyed this episode of Time. If you liked it, please subscribe and hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.